Hi guys, so in today's video we'll see what are the different options we have to compress Kafka messages. As we know, a Kafka message comprises of three entities. The first one is the record, which is key value pair or the actual data. The second one is record batch overhead, which is the metadata about the data. And the third one is the record batch. Record batch is the actual batch of message which is sent to the Kafka broker. Let's consider a typical scenario. Imagine three Kafka record batches. So in each of the batch we are sending just one record, and let's say each of record is of 40 bytes. Now, as we already know, Kafka record batch overhead is of fixed size, which is of 61 bytes. So totally, when for each batch we are sending 101 bytes of data. So when you store one message, you have to allocate 101 bytes. Now for this specific scenario, since we are sending three batches, so in total it will occupy 303 bytes. So let's see how we can optimize the process so that we can reduce the size of the message. So the first technique is called lingering. So in lingering, instead of one record batch sending one record, defined a flag called linger.ms, which is nothing but a wait time. So basically whatever time you defined or configure in linger.ms flag, that amount of time the producer will wait so that more number of records can be clubbed, and as a whole that pack of records can be sent in one batch instead of sending one record in one batch. The second method is called compression. You can apply compression even on top of lingering. In a sense, as we understood in lingering, we are allowing the producer to wait for some time so that more number of records can be clubbed as a batch and then sent over to the Kafka broker. So on top of that, we can also use a compression algorithm. So in that case, apart from clubbing the records in a batch, we can even allow some compression techniques like Snappy, gzip, etc., so that the total combination of the actual data, actual records gets even more compressed, which even reduces the message size. So we can also use Confluent schema registry as another option. So this is applicable for typical use cases like if you are dealing with JSON data. So as we know, JSON stores both the actual field name along with the data in the record. So this basically increases the overall size of the data. However, instead of that, if you choose to store the data in the Avro format, which is binary, so you can basically store the schema just once and then you can produce the records based on that schema many times. This way the size of the record gets reduced since you are removing the schema from the record. So you are basically just storing the schema in the Confluent schema registry and only the schema ID in the actual data or in the actual record. So this also improves the overall process and makes the message reduce in size because you are taking out the schema part from the actual data. Hope it is clear. Thank you for watching.